Let's look at this story from Mather Economics. We did that interview with Arvid yesterday, which was really interesting. I learned a ton in that. And this one is even more insightful. Reading these guys, everything they put out now, we're basically reading every white paper. They build on top of each other. They're referencing stats from the last benchmark report we looked at, mentioning that digital products are priced lower, so the revenue's lower. But, there are a lot of good trends here. So this is a benchmark report, Q3, on digital subscription trends from Mather Economics.
Mather's benchmark reports shed light on recent media trends insights. Mather Economics has released our two benchmark reports on subscribers and digital audiences for the third quarter. The subscriber report includes over 50 metrics on digital and hybrid subscribers from over 300 newspapers in North America. The digital audience report includes metrics for digital subscription sales funnels, subscriber engagement and content consumption from over 100 publisher websites. Website data is captured using our listener first-party tracking pixel. Growth in digital subscription volumes and top prices were the most significant trend in the recent quarter. More than 58% of new subscription sales are digital-only products, and digital-only subscribers comprise about 31% of total paid subscriptions. While digital subscriptions are growing as a share of total subscribers, less than 12% of audience revenue is from digital-only customers due to significantly lower prices for these products.
Let's pause there for a quick second. This stat here, I would love to just be able to type in a query and look at all of our sites and figure out how these match up. But looking at some of the member press reports that I have been this week in preparation for the interview yesterday, it looks like many customers are in this range of the 30% of their total paid subscribers are digital only. Because you look at the reports and you got the little pie chart so you can see a lot of our customers offer like 6 or 10 different subscription types, so you kind of got to add them up. But there's usually 2 digital only, month to month, and then like an annual. Have you guys noticed a trend there? Does that sound like that's in line with our customers, or
I think
maybe
so,
you haven't
yeah.
noticed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds about right.
About a third of the revenue, because a lot of them are collecting all their subscription revenue through the website, right? They're doing paid print subscriptions, the combo, and digital only. So we can see everything. Not everyone does that. A lot of this information we could probably data mine pretty easily. 58% of new subscription sales, that we could probably figure out pretty easy by just looking month by month. And then this last one, although they're seeing, the majority of the growth coming from digital and a third of the subscribers are digital only 12% of the revenue is digital.
The average rate of digital subscriptions is $9.35 per month, compared to $31.13 for print plus digital subscriptions. One reason for the lower digital rate is the higher proportion of newer subscribers on promotional offers. We are working with many publishers to test higher top prices for digital-only products and targeted renewal pricing strategies.
That was interesting. Was that part of their report before, where they kind of concluded that part of the reason the average price is lower is because promotional offers?
He did mention that yesterday, though. The price was skewed a little bit because of the introductory offers.
From the original report that we dug into yesterday, they specifically said digital prices, okay, they're just looking at digital only. They've increased 9% despite there being so many promotional offers. So the prices are going up of digital, but there's still a third of what print is. So there's a long way to go.
Mather recently summarized our tests of digital-only renewal price elasticity for 157 North American news media companies using data from 249K digital subscribers, and we find considerable pricing power for publishers' digital-only products. These tests have yielded interesting insights into how changes in the drivers of renewal price elasticity, including digital engagement, subscription tenure, customer age, and acquisition offers affect customers' responses. A few of these insights are shared in this post. Our research into digital subscriber revenue optimization is ongoing, and we will continue to share these insights with our clients. Digital subscriber retention by offer and channel. The chart below illustrates retention of subscribers for different acquisition prices. The findings are consistent with hybrid subscriptions, where customers who pay more for their subscriptions initially retain longer than subscribers acquired on lower rates. We observe lower retention for customers who purchase their subscription from premium articles compared to customers who come from other channels. including the metered paywall.
Customers who pay more for their subscriptions initially retain longer. Yeah, I noticed that with Chesterfield. You're just going to get a bigger drop off when people come in at 99 cents and then it jumps up than if they had to come in at the full price. I would expect that, I guess, for anything. Lower retention for customers who purchase their subscription from premium articles. So I think what he's talking about is, remember yesterday he was talking about the different types of paywalls. You got metered, popular in the US, and then freemium, popular in Europe, where you have premium articles and some that are free. I think that's what he's saying, that there's lower retention for people subscribing to the freemium paywall. I don't know. I might be misinterpreting that compared to the meter.
I mean, that would make sense to me, just because with a freemium model, like, that a lot of the content you're getting is always free.
Right.
Where with a meter, you only get so many articles.
It could be a matter of, the number of articles that are set free with freemium. You would have to really directly compare it where there's like 5 freemium articles that are free to everyone every week compared to a metered paywall where you can choose which articles are free for you. That's interesting. I might be reading too much into that, but I feel like that's a pretty good piece of evidence supporting metered paywalls. Different onboarding journeys for new subscribers depending on where they come in from. So social media acquisition should probably be treated differently than someone that was on the newsletter for years and then finally bought in. There's so much that could be done here for that. I'm pretty sure most newspapers have the same onboarding journey, which is a welcome email where they thank them for their subscription, and then they start getting the monthly or the weekly newsletter. Or even worse, what I've seen on some publisher sites is you go to like a blank page where it's like, thank you for your subscription, and that's your onboarding journey. There's way more that can be done there.
Recommend publishers consider alternative onboarding journeys for new subscribers given the nature of their subscription offers and the channel they are acquired from. Right. Retention and price elasticity by age group. Another factor that affects retention and price elasticity of digital-only subscriptions is the age of the subscriber. Interestingly, older subscribers to digital-only products have higher base churn rates than younger subscribers, which is contrary to traditional print subscriptions. However, we observe lower renewal price elasticity for older subscribers than younger subscribers, which is consistent with print subscriptions. These data are from A/B tests of price changes on digital-only subscriptions that have been active for at least 6 months. Control stops in the table below are the percentage of customers that did not receive a price increase that stopped during the test period. Price elasticity is the additional percentage of stops from the group of customers that received the price increase divided by the percentage change in price.
That's pretty cool. If I'm following that, well, first of all, this first thing is, like they said, contrary to what you might expect. Older subscribers have higher churn rate than younger. So what does that mean? What do we do with that information? If you know who you're targeting, then offer more introductory offers to people under a certain age. I don't know if that would really make sense. You might as well offer an introductory discount to anyone. But this price elasticity, that's kind of just like a economics term, right? That's about how responsive the market is to changes, I think, in the price, like if it can bear an increase or not.
So I think the elasticity, if I'm understanding right, is like the proportion of an increase that people will stick with.
So they tested in each of these age groups in an A/B test. Some of the people got a price increase, some didn't. And they looked at how many canceled. And this is showing this group is the least okay with price increases. They're going to cancel the most. That's pretty interesting. So here's what you would do with it. You sign anyone up for a trial, but then as they're signing up for the free or the 99-cent intro deal, you get their age, and then you can target them with offers later differently, because according to this, younger people would be more responsive to a price increase. So I guess you could increase the price more on them.
Almost seems like you should offer a senior discount to anybody 55 and over.
Right. That's a way to justify something like that.
You could also get it on the form for like their newsletter signups, have it marked out. How old are you? What region are you in?
You got to get that data first, and then not charging more for young people. The deal goes away after the first month, and that's it. If you know that they're older, maybe you just throw in a couple more discounts, like extend the discount into the third month or something.
You could also structure your advertising, like if you have it on social media, you're going to get a ratio of younger people versus if you advertise in your own print. We have a publication here that I used to work for that does quarterly magazine. And it's geared towards younger people. If you have ads in there, you can collect that information too.
Once you can segment by age, I don't know. I'm just thinking through the whole process though, and I just keep coming back to the retention strategy should pretty much be the same for everyone. I mean, if they go to cancel, offer an extension on that intro discount right away, whether they're old or young.
Why are digital starts lower in 2021? Many publishers had lower digital-only subscription sales early in 2021. Our analysis finds that the fall in new digital-only starts is due to a reduction in top-of-the-funnel volume from reduced site traffic. The chart below shows how the metric total conversions per 1 million unique users per month has changed over the past year. This chart indicates that average monthly unique users has declined, while the rate of new subscription sales per million visitors
has stayed constant. Since this time last year, I think all website traffic, all internet traffic has gone down. I guess they're just comparing year over year and saying that there is less traffic. I mean, we've seen that. In 2020, traffic almost doubled for many sites for a few months during the peak of the early shutdown and even through into the fall. Yeah, this was an interesting metric. It basically says that the conversion rate is the same, it's just the traffic's less, so subscriptions are down. It's cool.
So if there's a direct correlation between your visitors and your subscriptions, then that's all the more reason to be on every single platform, have an app, do everything.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a direct relationship between traffic and subscriptions.
Well, what I'm saying is if you know this, then one of your goals should be build your traffic.
Yep.
You want to increase your revenue, build your traffic.
I really think that my takeaway is what I've said all along is you need to focus on what customers are getting with their digital subscriptions. Mm-hmm. Yes, print is great. You don't want to take away from that, but you get so much more with the digital. You get the archives, you can comment in certain cases. You could do more than you can with the print. Not everybody's going to hold on to those old papers to find what they're looking for. So yeah, there's value there. And I think that's an emphasis that really will help.
Yeah, you got to just market these benefits. As you increase the traffic, you got to make it really clear through your branding, like you said, Terry, and just the design of your homepage that we've got archives, we've got audio. You got to really sell all these additional features that you have so that you keep people coming back. Cast a wide net and then just make it as sticky as possible.
This metric includes new digital subscriptions from all sales channels, not just the metered paywall. The median value of this metric is 388 digital starts per month for every 1 million unique visitors. Top performing publishers average over 600 starts per million visitors, and we work with a few publishers that have over 1,000 starts per million visitors per month. These publishers are actively analyzing which content is most effective at converting users to digital subscribers, and they produce more of that content and market it effectively.
Interesting. Which content is most effective at converting users to digital subscribers? Definitely follow your stats, see what people want to read. That's got to be the greatest challenge for a publisher. As like you're saying, you're the town crier, and your job is to make sure that the news is, accurate news is out there and truthful, and that the public is aware. I mean, then you have to balance that with what your public wants to read.
The bottom line is this is all happening everywhere else on the internet that they are, so they're going to get pulled into these personalization engines like Facebook and YouTube. They're already getting what they want there. So we've got to catch up with that. We're not doing it at the personal level, although we kind of are through the related stories if you just keep following those. Just understanding as a group what your audience is interested in, I think.
Their high school sports and obituaries would be their top two categories.
Yep.
they were the bottom. The top category was editorials.
Yeah, right.
I was shocked. It was the opinion category.
The numbers don't lie, so you can have your opinion or what you think should be the most popular, but yeah, it's all in the stats. So starting by the category makes sense, but this idea of understanding what types of articles, not just the category, but like what are the articles about? What are the ones that actually lead to conversions? I think we should probably do a little more research on how that could be done in Matimo. I think it would be through goals, probably. If you could set up a goal of getting to the subscription receipt page after you have paid, then it would flag that user and trace back their steps and show what they had done before. To be able to conclude like these types of stories are like the deciding factor for these subscribers would be very cool. Yeah.
And it doesn't even necessarily mean that you have to change your whole process. It's just maybe draw attention to those.
Exactly. Right. Or arrange the homepage differently, focus more on those in social media, promote those a little bit more there. Maybe do some paid advertising on those posts just to really get it out there to new people. Another thing that they talked about working on at Mather that I emailed Arvid about after, and I don't know exactly where this will go, but they have developed tools to understand kind of like the AI-powered paywall that you were talking about recently, Tyler, where they'll decide what articles to be free based on the content of the article and also based on how likely people were to subscribe to that type of content in the past. It's just a much more intelligent paywall that's more personalized. Thanks for watching Today in News Tech, the podcast covering innovation in digital journalism. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and subscribe on YouTube or any of your favorite podcast apps. We'll see you tomorrow.
At our hometown, we help newspapers build WordPress websites, design native apps, and develop digital subscription models. If you are interested in a free prototype of your publication on WordPress, go to ourhometown.com and click the Contact Us button.